So we are here with the another video of coordination compound, where we will discuss the several other things about the coordination compound. Before discussing the next topic, I told you in previous video what about the coordination compound, that what is the coordination compound, and I tagged that what is the coordination compound, Werner theory, and the coordination theory which were given by the Alfred Werner, and awarded one thing. In previous video, I told you that the Werner awarded Nobel Prize in 1903. In 1903, but actually this was the 1913. So please correct this one in your notes. And today we will discuss some coordination terms. Before discussing this topic, you should have the knowledge of the previous videos of coordination compound. So students, now we are going to discuss some several terms about the coordination compounds, which is known as the coordination terms. These coordination terms will help us to understand our next topic about the coordination compound. So what is the coordination terms? There are the several terms. First one is what is the coordination entity. First one is your coordination entity. Second one is your coordination sphere. Third one is your counter ion. Fourth one is your central metal ion, or atom. You can say this one atom also. And ligand coordination number, coordination polyhedron, and oxidation number, homoleptic complex, and heteroleptic complex. There are approx 10 to 9 terms which have to discuss in this video. These terms will help us to understand what is the coordination compound, and how can we identify the coordination compound, and how can we deal with the coordination compound. So let us take an example like CO and H3 whole 6 Cl3. And let us discuss the one by one. That one, the first one is your coordination entity. So what is the coordination entity? So children, coordination entity is the whole compound. Simply we can say this one, the compound in which the metal and the ligand and with as well as the counter ion is present, and form a entire form of the complex compound is known as what? Coordination entity. So coordination entity is this. So if we can define, if you are asking for what is the coordination compound or coordination entity, then we can say that what the coordination entity are those compound or those formula of any coordination compound in which all the types of the elements or atoms involved in the coordination compounds are present. So what is the coordination sphere? I have already told you that what coordination sphere is this the large bracket, and coordination sphere gives the identity of any coordination compound. Give the identity of any coordination compound. So we can say that what? The coordination entity is nothing. This one is a large bracket. Only you can understand by the large bracket. This large bracket can be represent the coordination sphere. This large bracket can be from this large bracket we can understand the coordination sphere. So those things which present inside the large bracket, we can say that they are present inside the coordination sphere, and those things which are present outside of the large bracket, we can say that they are present outside of the coordination sphere. So simply we can say that what? Coordination sphere is nothing. They are the large bracket where the metal and the ligands are present. In the coordination sphere, the metal as well as the ligands are present, where the ligands are coordinated with the metal ion. That's it. What is the coordination? Counter ion. What is the counter ion? कहते हैं कि those ions which present outside of the large bracket or coordination sphere are known as what? Counter ion. So simply you can say that what? What is the coordination ion? Counter ion. Counter ion may be left side of the coordination sphere as well as the right side of the coordination sphere. So simply you can say that whatever the ion is present in the coordination coordination compound, but they should have to be present in the outside of this large bracket or coordination sphere. That's it. So counter ion are those ions so which are present outside of the large sphere, and they generally represent our primary valency according to the Werner theory. Which I told you in a previous video, where I discussed something. I have discussed what? Primary valency, secondary valency, where the primary valency was your ionic valency or ionizable valency, and secondary valency was your non-ionizable valency. Okay. So let us talk about the central metal ion. Central metal ion are those atom or ion from which there are a number of the anionic and neutral molecules are bonded or coordinated with that atom, are known as what? Central metal ion or atom. So simply in this complex, the cobalt can be say cobalt in this simply you can say what? In this complex, the cobalt is a central metal ion. Because why? Because all the ammonia which act as a ligand are bonded with the cobalt by the donating of one pair of electrons from each ammonia molecule. So ammonia is here what? Ammonia is a neutral molecule. Ammonia is a neutral molecule where the pair of electron is donated from the nitrogen atom. Nitrogen atom for what? For the coordination. So simply, what is the central metal ion? If you ask me what is the central metal ion, then I say that what? Sir, the central metal ions are those ions from which the number of the neutral or the anionic ligands are bonded by their coordinate bond or simply coordinated with the that atom. That's it. Next one is your ligand. So what is the ligand? Ligand are ligands may be anionic, cationic or neutral. But we will discuss only two types of the ligand. That one is the anionic and the neutral, because in your syllabus cationic ligand is not present. So what is the anionic and the neutral ligand? Anionic ligand or neutral ligand. First of all, what is the ligand? Ligands are those molecules or ions. Listen carefully. Ligands are those molecules or ions which give the pair of electrons. Simply lone pair of electrons to the central metal ion for the coordination with themselves. Coordination with the central metal ion. So simply ligands are those molecules or ions which give the pair of electron. This pair of electron may be 2 or more than 2, depend on the type of the ligand. So if you ask me what is the ligand, so I say what? I will say that the ligands are what? The ligands are those atoms or molecules or ions, those ions or molecules or atoms which give the pair of electron to the metal ion for the coordination. Okay? And form a coordination bond with the metal ion and itself. Okay, so there is a number of types of ligand which is based on. Okay, listen carefully. What is the ligand? Ligand are those compounds or molecules or ions which donate the pair of electrons to the central metal ion for the coordination. That's it. So ligands are classified into number of categories based on the number of donation of the pair of electrons. So what is that one? First one is your monodentate or unidentate ligand. First one is your unidentate or monodentate ligand. What is the monodentate or unidentate ligand? So you can understand by their name how. Mono means here mono means here what? You can understand by this. Mono means one, dentate means ligand. So those ligands which give one pair of electrons, which give only one pair of electrons, are known as what? Unidentate or monodentate ligand. So there are the number of the ligands like the cyanide, chloride, bromide, NH2 also, and NH3, ammonia also, H2O also. So there are number of the ligands which can donate the one pair of electron, and those ligands which donate one pair of electron are known as what? Unidentate ligand. Uni means one, dentate means ligand. Those ligands which give the one pair of electron to the central metal ion for the coordination is known as what? Is known as unidentate ligand. There are the number of the examples you can see here. So what is the second one? Second one is your bidentate ligand. Bidentate ligand. You can also understand by their name how bi means here two and dentate means here ligand. Those ligands which give the two pair of electrons, for the coordination with the central metal ion is known as what? Bidentate ligand. So there are the number of examples you can see here, like what? First one is your oxalate ion. Oxalate ion also behaves as what? Bidentate ligand. How, sir? Sir, there is a two oxygen atom which is present in oxalate ion which give the pair of electron. First one is first lone pair of electron is given from this atom, and the second one is given from this one atom, and both the atoms give the two pair of electrons from the two different atoms. That's why they are known as what? Bidentate ligand. That's why they are known as bidentate ligand, because they can give the two pair of electron. And also you can give another example of the bidentate ligand. That one is the EN. EN is the ethylene diamine. EN is a ethylene diamine. The full form of the EN is ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine are listed as a short form in the form of EN. So what is the formula of the ethylene diamine? So here you can see that there is a two carbon atoms. From which two amine groups are bonded, and the lone pair of electron these two amine groups are donated can be donated. Simply these two lone pair of electron are donated to the metal ion and form a coordination bond. And you can represent this structure. Like this one. How? Here EN and like this one. So This structure represented by this one, there are the number of the books, NCERT also included. How? There are number of the books in which the such kind of the complex, that one is known as chelate, are represented like this. So don't be confused by what? By these structures which is represented in your number of the books. So what is the next one? Next one is your polydentate ligand. What is the polydentate ligand, bro? Student, what is the polydentate ligand? So polydentate ligands are those ligands which give two or more than two ligands. Sorry. You can say that what? The polydentate ligand are those ligands. Polydentate ligands are those ligands which give two or more than two pair of electron to the central metal ion for the coordination. If the ligand gives three pair of electron, then this is known as what? Tridentate ligand. And if it gives 4, then it is known as what? Tetradentate ligand. And if gives 5, then respectively it is known as what? Pentadentate ligand. And if the ligand gives 6 pair of electrons, so you can say that what? Simply that one is known as what? Hexadentate ligand. You will see here, if any ligand gives the 6 pair of electrons, then what? Then you will say its name what? You will say its name hexadentate ligand. Let us talk about the examples of these ligands. First one is the tridentate ligand. You can give an example like the tridentate ligand is the diene, diethylene diamine, and second one is the triene. And pentadentate ligand, example of pentadentate ligand is what? Diamine, ethylene diamine. Listen, the example of pentadentate ligand, I write here, ethylene diamine triacetate ion. This one is the example of the pentadentate ligand. And the most important thing is the hexadentate ligand. If you ask me what is the importance, sir, then the hexadentate ligand is the important for your board examination. What is the hexadentate ligand, sir? Sir, the ligand which gives the 6 pair of electron to the central metal ion. So, what is the example of hexadentate ligand? So, example is the EDTA. EDTA is the example of hexadentate ligand which is very important, and sometime in your board examination the full form of EDTA will ask in your examination. So can be asked in your examination. So EDTA, the full form of EDTA was ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. So from this board which I have written here, there are number of questions may be asked in your examination, board examination. May ask you in your board examination. That one is the first one is what? What is the coordination entity, coordination sphere, central metal ion, and most important is the ligand, and ligand is the what? EDTA, bidentate, unidentate, bidentate, polydentate, and there are several examples of the polydentate. First one is the tridentate, tetradentate, pentadentate, and most important was the what? Hexadentate ligand. And the example of the hexadentate ligand is EDTA. That one is the ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. So what is the structure of EDTA? So here you can see the structure of EDTA as ethylene diamine, and H, and H and H. CH2 C double OH. CH2 C double OH and CH2 C double OH and CH2 C double OH. This is the structure of ethylene diamine. This is the structure of ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, where the 6th pair of electron is donated. एक second. Wait. CH2 and CH2 and N. So this is the correct structure of ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, where the pair of electron can be donated from the 2 nitrogen atom and the 4 oxygen atom of the carboxylic group. And if we say that the what kind of the ligand ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, so sir, we can say that this one is the anionic ligand, where the EDTA is written where the EDTA we can write as how EDTA 4 minus, where the 4 minus is occupied by the liberating the 4H plus ion from the carboxylic groups. That one is the H. That's it. So it is the hexadentate ligand, and the 6th pair of electron donated. Sometime you can there is a question. I have to ask you that what? How many pair of electron donated by the EDTA? Then you will answer that what? 6 pair of electron, and the place of the donation place, simply the donation place where the electron donated is the 2 nitrogen atom and the 4 oxygen atom of carboxylic group. That's it. So students, this is about our ligand, and this is very important for your examination. So read it carefully and make a proper notes regarding to this.